Beloved, shalom, shalom, beloved. This is Fire Prayers, and this is Reign Over Kyoto Station by the Many Vandals. Beloved, shalom, shalom, beloved. Welcome in, welcome in. Salutations and shalom aleichem to each and every one of you. Where are you watching from? Please put it in the comments if you're able to, where you're watching from, what nation, what region, what territory, wherever you are watching from. Thank you so much for joining in. This is going to be a time of prayer and it's going to be brief. We're going to be praying for the nations, which we haven't done in some time, but we're going to cover the nations. Wherever you are, whatever time zone, welcome in. All are welcome here. This is a safe place. All are welcome here. Nobody is excluded and everyone is included. So we're going to get right into it. How are you doing? I hope I said your name correctly. This morning and talk about Isabel. I believe that's Isabel. How are you doing, Isabel? If you would like to, you can put in the comments where you're watching from. If you would not like to, that is fine too. It's totally up to you. If you would like to share or if you would not like to share. So we're going to get right into it on this live prayer for healing, miracles, and angelic assistance. We're going to be praying for protection as well. But before we get into that, just a little bit of background. We're going to talk a little bit about the King of Israel. We're going to get into that a little bit, the history of the King of Israel, because many people make are still very necessary. That there are different calls of the shofar, different sounds. It's definitely necessary, just like the cry. Many people always think about words and praying and fasting and reading particular verses or scriptures, but there's a time to cry as well, where words are not spoken. And we might be just at that time right now. However, we are to have joy regardless of the situation or the circumstances that are going on in the natural world, because we know that we are surrounded by angels, immeasurable, many, many angels. So we are going to get right into it, and we're going to start with talking about the psalmist, King David. What was it that King David did? King David cried out. King David prayed. And some of you may or may not be familiar with the writings of the King of Israel. However, we're going to reflect on Tehillim, which you may know as Psalm. We're going to get into Tehillim and talk a little bit about what it was that was being spoken through those words at that time in history that has so much precedence to right now, that has so much weight as to what is going on right now in all of the nations, for every tribe and every tongue and every region and every territory. So we're going to get into a prayer quickly. We're going to just give all of our gratitude and our attention to our Maker, our Creator, to express our thankfulness for everything, for every good and perfect gift. As we bombard heaven, as we overturn, override, overrule, and overthrow everything that is an obstacle, everything that comes against us, and the promises, the miracles, the signs, the wonders, the blessings. We will march, we will go forth. We will not be shaken and we will not be moved by anyone or anything. Some may think they're giants in the land, but the giants are like ants. The walls will come down, they will fall, and we will see the mountains moved quickly But we're in a voice-activated environment, so we need to use our voices and let our voices be heard, because we're not afraid and we're definitely not fearful of anything. Not darkness, not deception, not destruction, not disaster, not disease, not drought, not famine, not chaos, not confusion, not anything or anyone. This is definitely a moment like the King of Israel, where he had to fight. And that is what we have to do here and now. For such a time as this, we have to fight in a way that is the kingdom way, the right way. King David was talking about, well, the King of Israel, as we know, his name really was not David, it was Dawad. The King of Israel had many sorrows, from family relationships to the wives that didn't stay, to the children that came against him. Doesn't it sound familiar? Some of us have gone through that or are going through that right now, where we think that where we really believe that it's just no use, because we just keep getting the same thing with different people. That seems to be abandonment, rejection, hatred, slander, gossip, or whatever it is, betrayal. And the King of Israel and many others, not just the King of Israel, in times before us, but many suffered through the same type of persecution. As many people just think persecution has to do with people coming against them because of their faith, but people came against the King of Israel because this man was chosen and called, anointed and appointed and empowered and equipped. Just think about how the brothers rejected their little brother, just like they did with Joseph, who ruled over Egypt for a certain period and fed the people in the famine, especially when the reconciliation came with the brothers. So there's so much betrayal that goes on and has gone on, but we cannot allow it to keep us from moving forward, going upward, and being in the winner's circle and being victorious and prosperous. So we're going to start with Tehillim or Psalm 23. We're going to say that together. Maybe some of you may know it, you may not know it. However, we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to dig deep into what it means to be cleansed and purified, washed and refined. It's necessary to shuva. We have to go the right way. We have to turn. We have to allow ourselves to come out of agreement with that which is not our portion. So this is Tehillim or Psalm 23. Adonai, you are a shepherd, we shall not want. You make us lie down in green pastures. You lead us beside still waters, you restore our souls. You guide us in paths of righteousness for your name's sake. Even though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for you are with us. Your rod and your staff comfort us. You prepare a table for us in the presence of our enemies. You anoint our heads with oil. Our cups overflow. Surely a goodness and mercy will follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of Adonai forever. I will repeat it one more time. Adonai, you are our shepherd, we shall not want. You make us lie down in green pastures. You lead us beside still waters. You restore our souls. You guide us in paths of righteousness for your name's sake. Even though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for you are with us. Your rod and your staff comforts us. You prepare a table for us in the presence of our enemies. I'm going to pause right there. Selah. A table. A table is being prepared in the presence of our enemies. Now, we are not to have any vengeance against anyone or seek any revenge. We're even to love and bless those who are our enemies or who have become our enemies, those who are betrayers. And we have to understand that our enemies will not win over us when we are righteous, when we walk in purity, when we walk in love, when we are obedient to our Maker, our Creator. We cannot give to others what they give to us when they give us something that is not good, when they give us something that is so wrong. And the next one is Tehillim 51. This is when it talks about clean hands and pure hearts. Who can enter into? Who can approach the holy mountain? Who can approach the holy throne of grace? Those with clean hands and pure hearts. Those with clean hands and pure hearts. People will tell you that you could never be perfect, and that is not the truth. Be holy as I am holy, it is written. Be perfect as I am perfect. It is possible to be perfect and be perfected. It is possible to live the right way when we make the right choices. Everything starts with a choice, and the choice either leads to life or to death. Either the choice is going to bring love or hatred. We have to be sure that we make the right choice. We have to always choose life and always choose love. Now we're going to get into Tehillim 91. And that one is the one that has so much controversy and that is so much spoken about right now. Tehillim 91. Which talks about protection. And then we're going to get into Yirmiyahu 17:14, which has to do with healing, but Tehillim 91 has to do with protection. And as we get into that place of talking about the protection, we know that we're covered by the feathers of the name above all names. We're covered by the feathers. We're protected. We have angelic assistance, warring angels. We know that this is a battlefield, even though it may not seem like it or look like it, but in the spiritual realm, this is a battlefield where we are right here and right now. And this is a time of battling, where we battle. The battlefield itself. 1 second. And we know that we are blessed to be a blessing. We are to be a blessing to many nations and many generations. So when we actually look into Tehillim 91, what does it mean? It actually means that we have been given authority in the land of the living, and we're covered by the feathers, and that we tread and trample over everything that is dark, dead, dry, everything that leads to death, disease, deception, division, and so on and so forth. So it's a very powerful declaration to speak it out into the atmosphere. It's quite long. We're not going to speak it out right here, but we're going to get right into Yirmiyahu 17:14, which has to do with healing. Heal us and we shall be healed. Save us and we shall be saved, for you are our praise. Heal us and we shall be healed. Save us and we shall be saved, for you are our praise. That's right. From the rising of the sun until the going down of the very same, we can proclaim the victory in the land of the living. We can use our words to bless, or we can use our words to curse. Either way, it would be wise of us to use those words to bless rather than to curse. A wise person builds up. A person that is not wise will tear down. And regardless, whatever words we speak out into the atmosphere, those words come back to us. Even if we speak those words about ourselves, we're to bless ourselves and bless everyone, never to curse anyone, never to put words on people that lead to disaster or destruction or death or disease or any of that. We're always to speak from a point of victory and from a place of love and peace and unity all the days of our lives, every single day and every single moment, no matter what happens or what comes our way. Welcome to each and every one of you, and we're going to declare and decree for healing and protection right here and right now. Welcome to each and every one of you. All are welcome. As you join into this live, I would like to invite you to open up your hearts, your minds, and your spirits. This is a sacred moment, a moment for healing, for divine intervention, and for the presence of Adonai's angels to surround us. Whether you're here for yourself or here for someone you love, know that this prayer is for you and your family, your love line and your bloodline. Abba, ask you to pour out your healing power over every person watching on this live. Oh, Abba, we ask you to pour out your healing power over everyone watching this live and even on the replay. Touch everybody, every mind, every spirit, every heart that is weary, sick, or in pain. I declare by the power of you, the name above all names, Hashem, that we are healed from the top of our heads to the soles of our feet. Every part of us, every cell, organ, tissue, nerve, bone, muscle, every part of our being, we declare and we decree that we are healed, complete, whole, and new, lacking in absolutely nothing at all. We have everything that we need because it is inside of us, placed inside of us, and we only have to push it out. The seed that has been put in us, the seeds that you put in us, we only have to push it out like a woman giving birth to a newborn baby. We ask, O Abba, O Adonai, disperse your holy angels right now on our behalf. Let them surround each home, each hospital room, each heart that needs comfort and joy. Let them bring divine strength, supernatural protection, and supernatural breakthrough and miracles. I speak to cancer, be healed. I speak to cancer, dry up at the root and be uprooted. I speak to anxiety, be still. May peace fill you up to overflowing. I speak to depression, be lifted now and uplifted. I speak to depression that the joy, the oil of joy, will fill your hearts and your minds and your homes. This is the time of the steering. This is a steering prayer. This is not just any other prayer. This is a prayer that's going to move the heavens and the earth. We're so thankful that heaven is touching down into the earth. I speak to chronic illness. Go by the mighty hand of Raphael, who is our healer, the great physician, the name above all names, the name above every sickness, every disease, every ailment, every infirmity. We command every infirmity to go and be removed and never to return again, that there be no residue or trace of it within the members of the body, not in the cells or the organs or the tissues or the glands. We speak to finances to align up with heaven's abundance and overflow, that your heavenly bank account will have unlimited resources, a blank check. Yes, a blank check. No limitations, unlimited. Prosperity is our portion. I declare and I decree prosperity is your portion. Wealth is your portion. You are healed from everything that causes sickness, everything that causes any infirmity or lack or poverty. Oh, Abba, release a wave of healing miracles in this very moment, in this very second, into the atmosphere. Here in the earth, let heaven touch the earth. Let your spirit break out in this place, in this land, to the four corners of the earth, in every nation, every tribe, every tongue, over every region and every territory. Let testimonies arise from this live stream. Let chains be broken completely. Let your glory fall upon this earth, over every home, over every family, every individual, those who are orphans and widows and strangers and in prison. May they be reunited with their loved ones. And if that is not possible because they're not here any longer on the earth, let them find a new spiritual family that loves them and cares about them, that will be loyal to them and faithful and true, that will never betray them or abandon them, that will give them that love as if they are their own family. We're so thankful. O El Shaddai, send your angels to guide, protect, and minister. Let all of your people feel them tangibly. Let them know that you are with them and they are not alone. Oh, we thank you, Abba. We thank you, Abba, for what you have already begun so long ago. May it be manifested in this land, in this earth today, in all of the nations. Shake and shift, remove and uproot and cleanse and purify and refine. Wash clean every part of the land. Cleanse the water, cleanse the food, that there will be no contamination, none. We thank you for your mighty hand moving across this earth and this land. We thank you, Abba, for what you are doing in this land, what you've already done that is being manifested right here and right now. We thank you for the rising up of the women of fire, the women who have fire in their tongues, women who have fire in their hearts. Yes, we're so grateful and thankful. Our hearts are overflowing with gratitude for what you have done, the work that you have started, the kingdom work. We thank you for setting us on fire, for making us people of fire that will spread that fire to the four corners of the earth with our kindness, because kindness is contagious. And yes, we say yes to more healing, more peace, more power, more of you. Fill us up to overflowing. Empty us out completely of all that is not good for us. Empty us out of addictions and afflictions and wrong attitudes and wrong mindsets. Set us right, that we have the right mind, the right heart, the right spirit, the right attitude. We thank you. Oh, yes, we submit and we surrender to your will and to your way. Oh, you're the only ruler, the only true kingdom. And we acknowledge you. We bow to you and you alone. We bow to you, our maker, our creator. And we will not bow to any wicked ruler or to any person, place, or thing. We lay down all idolatry, pride, greed, selfishness, envy, hatred, jealousy, slander, lust, and everything else that is not our portion. We give it all to you. Cleanse us and purify us. Wash us clean. Purge us and prune us. And refine us by your holy fire, a fire that transforms. We thank you for that redemption coming and the vindication. Now for the call to action, for engagement. If you felt anything, if you felt fire, peace, or anything during this prayer, drop a heart, a blue heart, in the comments. If you received healing or felt something shift, type I receive it, please, and share your testimony. Do not be silent and do not be quiet. And if you need even deeper and further prayers for healing, put a heart in the comments. Put a blue heart in the comments or a blue circle. Tag someone who needs this prayer. Watch it again, rewatch it, save it. Let your faith come alive. And do not give up or do not give in. We are not helpless, hopeless, or powerless. We are people who are fire. We have fire within us and we carry that power. We carry the glory. We carry the fire, the power, and the glory. We have been given a mandate in this land to be chain breakers, to be bondage breakers, to be those who touch people and heal them or speak the word for them to be healed, because we have healing available to us, not just from our lips, but in our hands and our feet when we dance, when we sing. Through the song, through the melody, through the words that we speak, we can command something. We can put a demand in the land. We can speak words that release healing into the atmosphere, that release blessings and miracles and promises that come into fruition, that are manifested in the land. We're so thankful and we're so grateful. Take time to just be silent and quiet, to reflect, to allow yourselves to be quiet and still. Let the healing flow through you. Let it come upon you. Let that fire fall on you from heaven. and remove and burn away everything that causes pain, everything that causes pressure, everything that causes the pulling and the pushing and the toiling. We're so thankful and we're so grateful. Right here and right now, today, this morning, this night, whatever it is in your time zone, do not be silent. Use your voices, lift your voices, raise your voices, rise up in this land, rise up in this land as we reverse every curse that is spoken. We come into agreement with our Maker, our Creator, who is always moving for what is good and positive. As we're connected to that true power source, we are blessed to be a blessing. We are anointed and appointed, empowered and equipped. Our true power source is in Yireh, our provider. And with all of that being said, we say amen, we say hallelujah, and we say thank you, Abba, for everything, every good gift, every perfect gift, for all of the love, the outpouring of love and the outpouring of the miracles for such a time as this. And this is Reign Over Kipto Station, the many vandals. Let that healing power flow through you. Let the balm of Gilead sink down and pour down into the deepest crevices of your hearts and your minds and your bodies, your souls and your spirits. Let healing be released into the atmosphere. Grasp it, take it by force. Don't let it pass by. Don't let your miracle pass by or pass over you. Don't let that blessing miss you. Position yourself and posture yourself in that place, that secret place, that safe place, that sacred place for such a time as this. Speak life, speak love, speak the truth. And if you're not certain of what the truth is, then please do not speak it. Speak love, speak life, speak light, speak truth. We come against every spirit of fear and every mindset of fear. We come against every spirit of fear and every mindset of fear. We break the chain of fear. We reverse every word spoken that opens the door to fear and death and infirmity and deception and destruction. We have the victory. The victory is ours. We are in the winner's circle. We are prosperous. We are victorious. Sing a new song. Dance a new dance. Command your morning. Command your night. Walk in the place of victory. Run to the blessings. See all of the miracles and the promises with your name on it. Shalom. Blessings to each and every one of you. And until the next time, keep believing in miracles. Keep believing and knowing that the promises will be fulfilled in your life. You are not forgotten. You will never be forgotten. You are remembered. In this season and time, you're remembered. In this season of Kayat summertime, the stirring in this prayer, in this steering prayer that steers. This is a prayer that steers and shakes and shifts and moves the mountains. Remember that you are not forgotten. You are loved. We declare and we decree complete healing for a divine reset in your mind, body, soul, and spirit. We declare and we decree that every agreement made with this darkness, with deception, destruction, disease, divorce, is completely broken. It's completely broken. And we